Rounding numbers. Very simple, is it? Maybe not. A lot of different ways to round numbers. Here are a few examples. Here are the outcomes. I'm going to explain to you the benefits and the not so beneficial reasons for rounding. There's a narrative. Here's the outcome. Let's get started. Brad Williams, Excel Prime. Section 10.5, how to round numbers. Excel offers 13 different rounding options. Let's just go through them quickly. Ceiling.math rounds a number to the nearest specified multiple. $D converts a dollar expressed as a fraction into a decimal number. $FR converts a dollar price expressed as a decimal into a fractional number. Even rounds a number up away from 0 to the nearest even integer. Floor.math rounds a number down to the nearest specified multiple. Integer rounds a number down to make it an integer. MRound rounds a number to a specified multiple. Odd rounds a number up away from 0 to the nearest odd number. Round rounds a number to a specified number of digits. Round down rounds a number toward 0 to a specified number of digits. Round up rounds a number up away from 0 to a specified number of digits. Truncate truncates a number to a specified number of significant digits. Here, what I illustrated here was here are the number of a decimal that we can adjust, and I have it at 3, and you can see what happens. Here, round a number to the nearest specified multiple. Here we have it at 3, and if we go 5, this won't change. If we go to -5, and you're going to see what happens here. In some cases, can't round a negative situation. Let's just walk through these real quick. Let's put this at 0. And you can see in some cases, the rounding is sort of odd, and you'll have to experiment with this. Let's go out. You can see we're out to 3 decimals here. If we use the ceiling math, go from 555.33 and it'll round it to the zeros. Dollar converts a dollar as a fraction. So we have 28.284 and a third. Doesn't matter how many decimals we show here. It's going to round to whatever this fraction is. Even though we have this shown as 2, we have this as 2 decimals. This is rolled out to 3 decimals. Here, 497. This is supposed to go into a fractional number. If you want to see fractional stuff, you can experiment with that. Even, 484.45 rounded to an even number, it rounds up. You can see for math rounds a number down to the nearest specified multiple, so 435.71. It rolls it down to 435. Doesn't matter how many decimal points are, it just rolls it down to 435. Integer, this can be, let's change this to 0.44. Now let's go 0.12. Discount 12%, 467. You can see it doesn't matter what we do. This integer will always be the integer. Odd, if we have 479, it'll round up to the next odd integer, which would be 481. We had even, where we had 485, it rolled it up to the next even integer. We have the traditional 454 round. That, in other words, if we want to round this to 3 decimals, it will go 454 and then go out to 3. If we stretch this entire range and we want 4 decimals, we go up to number and the decimals, increase or decrease decimals. If you see here, if you round this to 3 decimals using the round function, here we have round G3 to H4. I guess I should have opened that up and explained how this works. Sorry about that. Here's the ceiling math function. Ceiling math, and then what we have here, highlight this. You're going to have a G5. Here's your ceiling math, the number, which would be G5, and then the significance. That would be H4. If we go down to even, we have even, and we just click in anywhere within the formula. Here is the expression, even, and then all it wants is a number. And that number would be 485. If we go to round, we have round. Click anywhere within the formula bar, and we'll have round number, and that would be G13, and the number of digits. And up here, H4 are the number of digits. You can go in and put a hard-coded number in here. And in this case, you can use a hard-code number. You can set a number. Generally, when we round, it's specific and it won't impact the overall calculation. It's just it's cosmetic, if you will. Round down, go to up here, round down, G4, H4. And we're rounding down from 359. We want to round up, 484.0910. If we take this to 5, and here we went 984.0909, and since we have 5 means the number of decimals. And here we went out to a pretty small number. We rounded this out to 484.09091. If we want to change that to 0, we're going to round this up to 9850000, and you can see the dollar doesn't cooperate well. Integer or this floor math are not commonly used. The ceiling math is not commonly used. If you want to change this, the number of decimals, again, go back up to number, decimal, and change it to 2 or 0, any number you want. I'll just change it to 2. Then let's go back to round up. Let's hit 3. Here, because we have 3 decimals, we have to go back, highlight the range, extend the number of decimals out to 3. So we know now we have 984.09. We want to the third decimal, 98491. And then truncate, we truncated this to the third. That means if this went 284, go all the way out here. Here's this number 284 to the fifth. We truncated this to anything after this third decimal we cut off. And we just rounded it to 0. That means truncate means stop. And if we go to 2, we know the actual number is 284.09091, but we're showing 284.090. If we go to 1, see how it truncated, and now it's 284.000, but the actual number is 284.09091. Just keep that in mind. Be sure to check out all of our Excel courses. Excel data and text manipulation. We have an advanced beginners and an intermediate course. Excel essentials. This is for individuals new to Excel. We have an advanced, excellent beginners, level 1 and level 2, and intermediate level course. Excel formulas, formulas only. We have a beginner, an advanced, and an intermediate level course. Click on any of the links. There's a short video that explains everything about the course. Check it out. For accuracy, if you're using these round up and round down features, they will show a different number than the actual. So if we were to multiply this, 284 times 5 equals this times 5 is 1420 equals, and then the actual number in G16 times 5 is 1420.45. Keep that in mind when if you're rounding up, if you're adding any of these rounding features. If you want precision, you need to use your original numbers. But for presentation purposes, you might want to change this, but setting fixed functions can be misrepresentative. Be careful. If you're doing accounting, if you're doing engineering, if you're building a bridge, or if you're building let's say a ball bearing, and the precision has to be to 0.0003, anything over that is inaccurate. You cannot round information and then use that as a source of presentation. If you need precision, you think seriously about using any of these functions. Brad Williams, Excel Prime.